Good morning, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good night, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. Iyke Peters, I hail from Newi province of Biafra land. I say one more time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're located in the world. Join us. This is another live broadcast from the United States of America. We're broadcasting under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Our leader's name is Mazi Nnamdi. He's deputized by Ucheme 4. Before we proceed, customarily we have to pray. Let us call our leader to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwukika Abiyama himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It is only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Iyke, Iyke, Iyke.
When I pray, I have a God that answers. You are who you are, yes you are. When I seek you, me I know where I go find you. You have never left me alone. When I ask, me I know that you will do what no man can never do for me. When I know you open your heart, you open your doors to let me. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Kawalanishi, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Tirelanishi, Adonai Chemba, Jehovah Buli Womelu, Onye Keruba. you open your doors to let me. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Koalamishi, Koalamishi. Jehovah Yahweh, Jehovah Tirelamishi, Tirelamishi. Akune Tenda, Jehovah Buli Wamelu, Buli Wamelu. Onye Keruba, Jehovah Tirelamishi, Tirelamishi. When I cry, you wipe away my tears. You have filled my mouth with laughter. When I'm weak, you strengthen me. I'm mounting up with wings like eagle. When I'm down, you lifted me. You're the glory and the lifter of my head. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Koalamishi, Koalamishi. Onye Keruba, Jehovah Tirelamishi, Tirelamishi. Mama Keruba, Jehovah Koalamishi, Koalamishi. Akune Temba, Jehovah Tirelamishi, Tirelamishi. Abasimi, ay. Child, no one is like you, Lord. No one compares to you. Hey, I've searched all over the world, I've found nobody. Hey, Child,
This is a message to enlighten Biafrans on this issue of coronavirus, also known as COVID-19 in different languages.
Ndeba anyị ekele m nnụ ahụ nwanne nnụ mmadụ ka eji ekwu onye okporo ọlụ n'Imo ọmụ na akọrọ nna akụkọ owe ihe anyị na-amara nna ọkwa ya nga awe ewu maka nrịrị a nke pụtara ọhụrụ nke a na-akpọ coronavirus. Ndeba anyị bikonu kam bikonu nrịrị a na-egbusisikwenụ mmadụ n'ụwa niile ewe ya ka ejiri sị onye ọbụla kpuo n'ime ụlọ kpuo n'ime agala nnụ jee lodu ala onye apụtakwala ezio. Nrịrị a asị ọ na-eme ka mba mmụọ nke ọ na-esi ekpu mmadụ ahụ ụwụ n'anya n'imi na n'ọnụ o kpuo nha ahụ ọ bịaghị na akpịrị o si na akpịrị o kpuo na agịrịga ọ bịaghị na agịrịga ọ na-emeghị ka nga ị na-arịa ọrịa ntịhịọ ọ meghị ka nga ị na-arịa ọrịa ntịhịọ ọ bịazi na-emeghị ị ga-enwe ike ị na-ekuteli m ume mgbe ahụ ọnwa abịatela ị na-eku ume ị ga-ahụ m ume ya ka ejiri sị mgbe ọbụla ị ga na-akwụ aka gị i were ihe a na-akpọ sanitaiza i were na-akwụ aka gị mgbe ọbụla nkeji 15 ịkwụ aka nkeji 10 ịkwụ aka maka ọrịa na-anọ n'aka ọ na-esi n'aka ibirie n'aka gị ibirie n'aka metụ aka gị n'ihu o si n'anya si n'ọnụ si n'imi gbuo nha ahụ ya mere nwanne m ụmụnna bikonu onye ejeme n'ụka onye ejeme n'ahịa onye ejeme n'ọrụ nna ejeme n'akwamozu nna ejeme na nga ndị mmadụ buru ibu nga ndị mmadụ gbakọrọ nnukwu onye ọbụla nye ibe ya ohere onye buye ije nga onye buye nọ onye ọbụla o metara aka imetụ ya aka osi nga ahụ fee nga ahụ bikonu asị onye ọbụla si mee mmiri ọkụ na-aṅụ mmiri ọkụ na-enye aka iwere galik iwere jinja iwere ụda isikọsịa ha niile ọnụ ị na-aṅụ ya ka mmiri ọkụ n'ụtụtụ na n'abalị. Mmiri ọkụ na-enye aka ime ọbụgodị na okpole ahụ bịaghị n'olu ịṅụọ mmiri ọkụ ahụ nwere ike chụtuo ya n'ala o nwee ike ịdị anyị n'afọ ịnyụsịsịa ya na nsị mgbe ahụ nwere onwe gị. Mmiri ọkụ dị mkpa n'oge a bikonu ndị be anyị onye akpekwala ihe a na-ekwu okwu ya n'imi bikonu onye ọbụla zọọ onwe ya ndụ nọrọ n'ụlọ kpuo na agala anyị jee lodo ala na-apụtakwala ezi
Ekondo ndi taifa nda utom sogmufu utomo mioto ke leadership Ipob ero ya no mufo ya mufo etie kanyanu son ekutie ikperire mufo kenta urongo miotore obiom makarari samyine kode coronavirus urongo miodio eti owod kukuro wokini urongo miodi urongo dinamdefi ukan kinwe enwana etie kide mufo enwana nditie kitie nyanu son kukpere widem yeruba ofo kini ayene mkpo mi ekode hand sanitizer nam ya adu ke kparfe biere kakaraka otuko ko sene yekubo da anye draru bofo okomawo da anye draru bofo kuya uba ofo ka kinu afo kini mu yetke kuya uba ofo ka kibofo kuya uba ofo ka kinu afo ye kenyan urongo mi otoro orokfi idem amaruk fi tong etie ki tong fu after hour anye yo to ki tong orok esatfu anam fiu kan kinwe ba anam to kong ikong anam fiu bidem 2 weeks amabe anyo tong ndi iwori de mesie mo anye na medo okpukporo we du ku fong mo bong di kai tie mo we wak de wa eka amakuro wo kong di kong sak da anye kenkang mana toro avoid urongomi ano mbori rumfu mbo nda onye ngabasi mkpe mmufu bo etie kufo utomo mieri utom leadership Ipob orong denyen man yen ikpiru uwem soso
ekele m unu ụwa ọma baba ụmụnne m ebe ọwụle unuri lelo wani nri ji ogene adọnti unu gbasara emu ndị ọcha na iwe akpọ coronavirus omeni ọrịa ebelechari egbu ndị ha anyị akpamichukwu n'oke eru ebe anyị kene anyị amarị oge oke jiru ala orogodo ogbume ndị kenyi ya ha ejiri ji ogene agwa unu kwademe maka oge oke ji banye ala orogodo gọọmenti gasị unu kpọkie onwe unu n'ime ụlọ wekasị unu ejezila ọrụ oge ahụ chukwu si ọmarị ndị omeni wekarị ndụ anyị eji ogene wee gwa unu kwademe kpachara unu anya maka ihe unu leri kwuo unu eke ụlọ ọhụma wesi unu baa n'ime ụlọ mewari eji ogene arị unu leke nwe unu onwe ọgwụ wee chọọ n'iwe egbu unu onwe ihe webu ya unu ji kpume imi unu anarile ni kwuo na eke unu ogele unu ehu unu ọhụma nọdị n'ime ụlọ yenine onwe unu eka niemuni yefego ni omenunu ahụ ndụ ya woji ndị Ipob rizi ihe n'ụlọ ebe ọwụla unuri onye nụ ya gwa nụ nwanne n'ụwa riri unu mma nefa chukwu okike abịama
Biafra no kao efamobo ụka nwa ogbu aka anọ aka Jacent Man anọ m ebe a ịnọchite anya ndị eda nke nọ na Afikpo South Ebonyi province ozi a bụ ife anyị eme ịnapụta onwe anyị n'aka ọrịa coronavirus ya ife mbụ ahịa dị eme bụ ahịa ejisi ike dị akwụ aka anyị kwamgbe ife ọbụla anyị metụrụ aka ya akwụ aka anyị mmadụ metụghị aka gị akwụ aka gị na nkeji 10 ruo nkeji 10 emetụkwa aka ifu gị nku enya gị maọkwa n'imi gị maọkwa n'ọnụ gị adị metụkwa ya aka maka ọ dị-echi imetụ aka ifu maọkwa n'imi ma ọnụ aba ime ahụ ọ baghị nkọlọ yo kpochia gị nkọlọ yo meke ịdịkụtakwume yo bụrụ sị ọ baịtala gị ahụ daṅụ ife dịle gị galik jinja makwanụ lemon anyị shie ya aya da gbara mini ya da aṅụ mgbe ọbụla anyị pụhe aya ṅụọ ya mgbe ọbụla anyị latara aya ṅụọ ya ma ọkwanụ mmiri ọkụ nkịtị maka na mmiri ọkụ ahụ ọ kwabaghị ime afọ ike nke dị ime afọ ma gbuo ya bụ virus a ya ome anyị nwere onwe anyị anọkwa onye na-akpụkwa ara nso makwanụ onye na-ezu ume ịchọkwa n'ịkpụkwa ara were aka makwanụ ankachif makwanụ tishu mechie imi gị ma ọ mechie ọnụ gị tupu gị akwa ụkwara bọsịkwara anyị kperenụ ọ na-anọ ka ọgbakọ ọbụla igwe ndị mmadụ buru ibu maka ibute ya bụ ọrịa otu ị na-eme ya Chineke ma nyere ya aka n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma
ibibio isongo mmeri ndidoko mufutom IPOB leadership edongomien abo ya ndoko mufo ya eti ekufo ekuti eke mbono mowe kana 50 because mbono do emeke mime nurongo ekoto coronavirus ameto abio makara arisammi urongo di fonno ama uru itong aya guru reset ama to esan fo wo anyuna ma foto ngokong ikong ani ufiobidem adongo adinyung panurongo mi ndi spread ndong di tauka idem ayangwana di yubo kini ayangwana di yubo kini yes swap ani mpo ikoto hand sanitizer de hand sanitizer ro sunke parubongfu ama tuwo ko afomene ye yubo ama komawo amene ye jubo nwana di use hand sanitizer ro kini kusunu bongfu kinwa kusunu bongfu kenyin kusunu bongfu kibuo urongo ro se toro ro widem ani mpo ikoto ginger ani mpo ikoto lemon yeah lime that is mpere sokoro debenye temenye kufio mo senenye kekpo wonye kini ama wonye aba mpo senege ke lemon ekoto acid isi fono yurongoro ase woworonye omo wonye anye ya toke sen foru gidam fo maru gidam fo urongoro kparu fo toro nye sio nwana tie kenya no son kukpere wide mu boboro mbo ikpekpe ye mufo mba agbe toro urongo mieka na nyom anye na mebo ya afro weti ekufo mo sene ekufo mfo mba orupa mpa inimi ke mese ekpepa sene ekufo mfo
Amen.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra.
This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi, Iyke Peters. We're broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station. You are all welcome to another live edition coming to you from the city of New York under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra, London. Our leader's name is Mazi Nnamdi. He's deputized by HMF4. All right, this morning again, we are here to discuss issues. I want to still tell you and remind you that coronavirus is trending and we want you to stay safe. Stay safe, stay safe. Don't disrespect anything you're told to do, just do it. Because this morning I read something and they said the Chinese people are making donations of about 48 million naira to Nigerian government to help them fight COVID-19. It's funny. They create a disease, they come to Africa, they spread money around, and then they're buying your conscience. This is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous. Our people, we are still warning you to stay away from any form of medication, especially in Biafra land. Well, that's what we are talking about specifically. We are Biafrans. We have nothing to do with these Chinese, whatever they are coming in with. Please stay away from it. They're spreading money around. They are bribing. This is the bribes. I mean, everybody knows that. It's funny. They created this disease that is taking everybody. Why are they so concerned about Africa, where the number of people that have contacted this thing is just nothing compared to what is happening in Europe and other places? So Chinese people are why are they so interested in coming to our place? Why are they so interested in coming to Biafra land, especially to come and inject you? Because they want to kill you, they want to get rid of you. And I hate a joke. It's not a joke. It's a planned thing. This is not an accident. They have planned it over the years, and they cannot go to Europe and go to other places to do whatever they want to do. I think the first place they want to face is Africa. So our people should live up to listen to our leaders' consistent broadcast. Listen to it. This is the time. Whether you say you like him or you don't like him, forget it. You have to. He'll be forced to listen. At least if you don't like him, listen to what he say. Yeah. Then when you go home, you discern. You make the judgment yourself. Because Nnamdi Kanu is just God sent to us to help us out at this time. Whether you like it or not, you don't have to like him, honestly speaking. Because some people are beginning to, feel that there is something. Have the time to listen. Even I said, if you don't like him, just for once in your life, just sit down there, listen to only one broadcast. Then you will know that we are under the divine guidance. Because never listen to Radio Biafra one time and be the same person again. No way. No matter the kind of Sherlock you are, no matter the kind of Thomas that you are, when you listen to him one time, believe me sincerely, you'll be glued to it. Like most of us have been. There's no doubt about it. He is divinely ordained to do this job. But you know something? I always tell people that no matter how much you love freedom and you're still living in the darkness, you will never get that freedom unless unless something strikes you, something happens to you. Coronavirus is everywhere, ravaging everybody. Somebody said at the end of this, the world is going to change. It's not going to change. No. The ice block that we formed, it was created, such an ice block, we are so rock-headed that we do not want. Something has to really happen to us, because a lot of people out there, they think this is a joke. Some people are saying, this is just like the normal thing that we used to have. No, God is sanitizing. The creator of the universe is telling you that you have atomic bombs, you have this, you have all this money stacked up in the bank, your people are suffering and you're not doing anything for anybody. I will tell you, I can take you out in 1 second. Everybody's so scared. Now, I see people, they're wearing masks, their face. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're wearing, it's not funny, but it is funny. It looks funny because you look at, now you see that everybody loves life. Nobody wants to die. The rich, the poor, the haggard, the crazy, the whatever. Just wrap your face. It is something that you've been told to do, but this will tell you how much we love to be alive. Before now, we thought we were everything. The coronavirus is ravaging. It's taking everybody. It's not taking only the poor. It's taking the rich, the poor, the women, the children, the old people. So everybody is now. It's something at the end of this whole thing. Somebody will just go. I remember at the end of the Biafra war, there was a song made by somebody, say Happy Survival. Honestly, there has to be something like that because nobody knows what is going on. Nobody knows exactly what is happening right now. I have never stayed so much at home my entire life. Hey, but you know what? You have to stay at home. You have no choice. Maybe once in a while get up and walk around your house and then come back into the house. Because that's what the law says. We are all afraid. Then there are people who want to pile themselves with this news. You know, as soon as you call me and you want to discuss any issue about corona this, corona that, I'll say no, forget it. Just change the topic. Change it to something else. You see, I think death is better if you just go to bed and you don't wake up in the morning. Whatever happens over there, it's your response. It's your problem. It's not. Those of us over here might be crying and weeping and knocking our heads on the ground, but we don't know what is happening to you over there. So, but for somebody to come and tell you are expecting to die tomorrow, it's like somebody how do I put that? You have been condemned to die by the court, and you're waiting. Within that waiting period, you are dead already. So just deal with it and let it go. So I don't want to get all this news coming in left and right, but I know that we are in the real world. We have to talk about these things. For those of you out there, protect yourselves. You've been told, stay in a distance, don't get very close to people, wrap your face up, wear a mask, kind of. If you have the industrial mask, you can wear it. It's something we call half face mask and full face mask, whatever you want to wear, just wear something. Because most of the stores now in New York, I can see that when you go there, they will tell you cannot come into the store to buy anything unless you have a face mask, which is okay. It's their property. It's now a law, a kind of a law in New York. You can walk around without face mask. I see people do that. But when you go to a store or you go to somebody's facility, you are told to wear it, not because you're thinking of you infecting the people in the store. This morning, somebody sent me a text. I saw this Nigerian foreign minister who was talking to people. He has a face mask, but he was not wearing the face mask on his face, on his nose and mouth. He put it under his cheek and was talking. These are people who are spreading this thing like crazy because they are running from place to place. Now he's addressing, I don't know, I didn't see the audience though. Maybe he was just there alone, but whatever happens, I have seen people that you speak over the mask doesn't mean that nobody's going to hear you. Why do you have to take it off? You live by example, for God's sake. This thing doesn't know who is who. You wear it. Nobody likes to wear it. Nobody feels comfortable with it, but you have to wear it. That's what you're told to do. If you want to die, go die on your own, but don't. We're trying to protect other people. That's what it's all about. It is still coming. There's nothing anybody can do.
Here's a theory. The Third World War is already on. We just don't see it like that. And one country is making some brutal but winning moves.
Yes.
China relies on stealth and deceit, strategic moves that are not entirely confrontational, moves that do not cause immediate shockwaves, tactics that are hiding in plain sight. Tonight, I have 5 very important developments that will tell you how China is exploiting a crisis of its own making. 5 steps. First, selling the world medical gear after making them sick. Second, taking over distressed companies after damaging the global economy. Third, stockpiling cheap crude oil after causing an oil price crash. Fourth, hoarding grain as the world faces a potential famine. And fifth, pumping money into the WHO to control global platforms. This is the plan, and it's already in action. We've already reported in detail about China's substandard gear. the medical gear that it's selling the world, and attempts to buy distressed companies the world over. So we'll focus on the three latest moves tonight. Number one, Chinese investments in the WHO. They have shot up after the US decided to freeze funds. China has decided to donate another $30 million to the WHO, and that too in cash. This is in addition to the $20 million Beijing previously committed to the health body. Until recently, the United States was the largest donor to the WHO. China was contributing around $40 million every year. That is fast changing. China is on its way to becoming the biggest donor to the World Health Organization. China says it is doing so, in their words, to strengthen the health systems in developing countries. We're not sure about that. Here's what it will definitely strengthen, though: China's control on the World Health Organization. Step number two, China is stockpiling cheap crude oil after oil prices hit rock bottom. China is buying tremendous amounts of crude oil. Prices have collapsed thanks to the slowdown post the Wuhan virus. The world is running out of storage space. Governments across the world are spending on healthcare instead, and they don't have space to store this oil. Oil prices went into the negative. China, though, has space for more oil, and it has the money to spend. The coronavirus is not as big a problem anymore, it appears. So here's what's happening. Chinese imports have risen by 4.5% last month. Beijing says it is buying more to save the oil industry. How generous. The reality is China is filling its strategic oil reserves. According to one report, China has filled up 65% of its commercial reserve capacity. The Chinese regime is growing more and more self-reliant. Step number three. China is hoarding grain as the world faces a potential famine. China is buying more and more crops. Reports say 30 million tons at least. China plans to add about 10 million tons of soybean, 20 million tons of corn, 1 million tons of cotton to its state reserves. The bulk of these crops will be imports, mainly from the United States, of all places. The timing is perfect. The US government badly wants to reopen its economy. The coronavirus has muted demand in America. The prices are at their lowest. Beijing wants to make the most of it, and it is. It plans to stockpile crops and release them to whoever and whenever it wants. It also helps China fulfill its trade deal obligations with the United States. For this year, China has agreed to step up its purchase of US goods, $12.5 billion above its baseline for 2017. China is exploiting a crisis of its own making. It is silently working on a post-pandemic power grab, and the world needs to be alert to this.
All right, that's the reason why I'm airing that, is that I heard that they went to the zoo and they're already buying over the zoo also. They're giving them money, including what they are owing them already, and they're not be able to pay back. Biafrans, wake up. Please wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let us make, because many of us are still in the corner thinking that thing called zoo is still your country. You are wasting your time. The so-called representatives of these state governors, they sit down there, they are fooling you. They are fooling all of you. One person will stand there and tell you something. Nnamdi Kanu is telling you to listen to Radio Biafra, for God's sake. Just listen. This thing didn't start today. They are buying every now this problem is happening. They created the problem. Now in the zoo, they are already throwing money at them. And this money, will go into these few pockets. The point is that these people are so silly, because how are you going to spend all this money that you are piling up? You think, I don't know how you go to bed and wake up in the morning, honestly speaking. Because there are people who don't have this money, but the little they have, they are even wondering, is it even worth it? People are dying left and right every day, thousands, and you think it's going to change? Keep piling money, keep on piling it, because Chinese people, they have started a war, an invisible war. Everybody is expecting nuclear weapons and armaments and AK-47s and tankers and ground. This is not something little thing, invisible soldiers. That's what coronavirus is. Invisible, completely invisible. I watch video like every day. I see cuts of shoots of what police is doing to people, killing. The army is killing more than the police. The police and the army are now competing who's going to kill more in the zoo. These people are hungry. The policemen too, they see that home is affecting their pocket. Seriously. That's why if they catch you, if they ever make a mistake and grab you at the wrong time, you are going to pay the ones that they haven't gotten so many. So what we are saying is, please save your lives. Stay away. Respect the law. Whatever they say you should do, do it. But the one that they cannot force you, that you'll be silly to go and do, is to go open your butt for the Chinese medicine to be plugged into your life. You're going to die. Chinese people have come to kill you. There's no doubt about it. You can say whatever you want. Stay away from them. They can't force, they can't put a gun on. They're throwing money around. They can come there and bribe a community, give you money. Hey, come, let us eject you. You won't be alive to spend that money. That is true. That's the way they are. That is exactly what they are, and everybody knows it.
But I was taken aback by the extent to which racism is practiced against blacks in China openly.
Really?
So in America, we have a civil rights culture. So racism, you have to tuck it under.
Has to be covert.
It has to be covert. And China is very much
So
overt.
like what kind of things happen? I've never been to China. I've always wanted to go. But
In Japan too, or just China?
I'm going to say China, not so much in Japan.
They show a lot of love. They love our culture.
More so
They really respect
China.
our culture.
Because America has a very close relationship with Japan. They're the third leg of the Trilateral Commission. So the Japanese are considered the white men of Asia. So we're speaking of China in particular. There were certain nightclubs that we couldn't go into.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And they will tell you no black people are allowed here. There's certain sections of certain neighborhoods you can't live in. So, for example, if they don't want you in a certain section in Brooklyn, they will just use clever real estate tactics to keep you out.
Absolutely.
Okay, i.e. your credit ain't good enough or the bank didn't approve your loan. They don't have to
Or
do
it's
that
not
in
for
China.
rent anymore.
Exactly.
They're direct with it.
They're direct with it. We don't want black people here.
Why?
That's crazy because I know a lot of people like in the garment industry, they end up having to go to China. Like a lot of people I know, they go there for long periods of time because that's where the factories are and so on and so forth.
Is it black people?
Yeah. And I've never heard anybody say that before.
Oh, without question. And the irony is what? Africa is rolling out the red carpet for China. I mean, they're taking over the Caribbean. They're taking over Africa.
They're never taking over the Caribbean.
They're all in South Africa. In fact, Mandarin is now an official language in the Republic of South Africa. Zulu isn't. Xhosa isn't. So the indigenous languages are not taught in the school, but Mandarin is. That speaks to the influence of China, but they don't roll out the red carpet for us in China.
You know, it's interesting though when you think about it. You think about historically over the years when you go into Chinese establishments and the way they treat us. I mean, that's why Old Dog Smoke dude in minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear. I never put two and two together, but yeah.
Well, my dad's Chinese, and I mean, look, my whole side of my family is Chinese. I will say this though: my grandparents weren't happy about my dad marrying a black woman, and they definitely didn't go to the wedding.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, you just proved our point again.
And they're from China, but my aunts and uncles all are fine because they were born here, so it's different.
Now remember, when you travel throughout Asia, okay, particularly when you go to Southeast Asia, they get darker skinned. For example, in Vietnam, there's Vietnamese who look just like us. They have the Asian phenotype, okay, the face structure, but the skin tone and the hair is just like us. I remember speaking to some elders who served in Vietnam. They said we brought some of those prisoner of wars on the truck, and they look like they could have been from North Philly or South Bronx. They look just like us. The Cambodians look just like us. Even in China, there's certain places you can go where the Chinese are black skinned with nappy hair. Again, the Asian face structure, but totally African because we're the first to settle China.
There's
Remember,
so many
Buddha.
Chinese Jamaicans though. There's a lot of Chinese Jamaicans.
Yes,
there's a lot.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So remember now, Buddha comes from India and goes into China. And I had a chance to visit a Buddhist temple, but Buddha was a black man. And when you look at any of the early statues of Buddha, you clearly see the locks and the twisties. He doesn't get the modern phenotype of the Asian until the past 100 years or so. But any ancient statue of Buddha clearly shows him as an African. Same thing with Krishna, the god of the Vedic tradition. Krishna means the black one, and Buddha means the black face. So clearly there's an African origin of Asia, but there's an African origin no matter where you go in the world because we're the first to build every civilization everywhere. So I don't care if you're in Mexico, if you're in Europe. Who were the first Europeans? The Grimaldis of Africa, who migrated 20 to 40,000 years ago, and in the process of climatology, lost the pigmentation, the deep pigmentation that we have. So no matter where you go, we were the first people there.
Is there any place in the world we can go and not experience racism?
No, not at all.
Even the Caribbean?
Not even in the Caribbean. In fact, when I was in Jamaica, I keynoted the Garvey celebration last summer, Ocho Rios. The Chinese pretty much own Jamaica. I mean, the Jamaican government is giving them concessions, land concessions. They're building hotels, beach resorts. They're building 2 schools for the Japanese, for the Jamaicans. And what the Jamaicans have to give them in turn is the right to certain lands, the right to certain waterways. And if it doesn't stop, Jamaica, ironically, the land of Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley, will be the first Chinese colony in the Caribbean.
Wow.
It's getting bad. And you know why it's happening? Because the black bourgeoisie leadership in both Africa and the Caribbean, they don't have to live with the consequences of the economic decisions they make. So if I'm the president of Jamaica, okay, and China says, listen, we're going to give you $1 million in retirement. We're going to build you a retirement home, but we want this, this, and this. And you can loan as much money as you want. You can borrow as much money from the Bank of China as you want. Yes. I'm going to be set by the time I leave office. But what about my nation? Jamaica will be struggling for the next 50 and 75 years because of bad economic decisions from selfish leaders today. And that's the problem in Africa, and it's the problem in the Caribbean islands.
No, that's true. I remember, I love going to Anguilla, and a couple of years ago, just one of the guys on the island was like, the Chinese taking over everything here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And we were just talking about when I was in the Bahamas, and everybody got mad about this. The Baha Mar, they said the Chinese people were building that hotel.
Well, you got to remember, China is overpopulated. So it's always looking for opportunities to dump some of its excess population.
Right.
And you know what's so sad? Chinese will come to South Africa poor, with nothing. And in 3 years, they're owning 2 and 3 major businesses. Because what happens is when the Chinese come, they employ their own. They don't employ indigenous African labor. But this is exactly what the heads of state tell black people. Let the Chinese come to Jamaica. Let them come to South Africa. They're going to give you guys jobs. The jobs never come. They bring their own population, which makes sense from their perspective because they have so many people that need a place to go outside of China. So they're showing up broke and going back home as millionaires.
I was just thinking that. Have you ever went to a Chinese food store and seen anything other than a Chinese person?
Yeah, I
never.
I've never.
I have.
Or a Chinese restaurant?
In Brooklyn, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen a kosher Chinese restaurant. Like in Teaneck, it's a kosher with the Jewish people that own the Chinese spot.
It's rare though. But the question, Envy, is why is that? And that's because every culture comes to America to build an economic empire for themselves. The Chinese, East Indian, Arab, Latino, whoever comes to America comes to build a cultural empire. Everyone except African Americans. So when you travel the country, you got a little Italy in every major city.
Right.
You got a Chinatown in every major city. You even see little Cambodias popping up now around the United
Martin
States.
Luther King in every city too.
Exactly. Well,
you got black people living on.
You got a Martin Luther King Jr. Street.
Yeah, street.
You have a Martin Luther King Jr. Street,
Right.
But there's no Africa town. There's no place in Black America you can go and find the 4 essential institutions needed for a community: bank, school, supermarket, hospital. And you know why that's ironic? Last year, Black America in 2016, we spent $2 billion on Air Jordans, $4 billion on liquor and alcohol, $600 million on fast food, and we bought twice the amount of Mercedes Benzes as white America, although white America has twice the wealth of black folk. So the question becomes, what is it about the Mercedes Benz that makes it so attractive to African Americans even when they can barely afford it? And it's because it's a status symbol.
That's all.
And one thing we know about oppressed people, when you can enjoy true freedom, you surround yourself with the symbols of that freedom.
Absolutely.
And that's why the Louis bag is so important. That's why our children will kill for Air Jordans. It's not the sneaker. It's what it represents. Right. And if I believe I'm worthless, that means I can only add value to myself by what I put on my body as opposed to what I put in it.
All right, that's everybody's talking. China is messing everybody up big time.
What I want to discuss was talking about the coronavirus and the whole new wave of racism that this thing has brought. And my husband's a little bit tired of hearing me complain about it, so he said I need to go and sit here and say what I have to say because it's important. With this corona, firstly, there's a couple of things that I want to address, and I would like to start with this, with China and the coronavirus. We know that that's where this thing originated from. And we know that they lied about it. They lied about where it started, how it started, and when it started. We know for a fact that it started at least 6 weeks before they actually told the world. So they knew, and they were running. They fled from Wuhan, and this thing took on an epic proportion of infections. So China. Look, I'm not a racist person, okay, but I will call it as I see it. China, being a communist party and a communist country, they don't speak the truth even to their own people, okay? So they don't know what's going on the rest of the world either. The reason I'm mentioning racism is because it's not just racism against, you'll hear the Chinese people now calling racism because everybody's questioning China. People are staying away from Chinese people and all of those things. And quite frankly, I don't think they have any ground to stand on when they call racism. You have got a country calling racism while they are kicking Africans out of their homes in China. So who is racist here? Chinese are living in Africa, and you are kicking Africans out of their homes in China and accusing them, those who are not infected, I might add, of being the ones who bring this coronavirus to China. Coronavirus came from China. It came from Chinese people. Whether it came from some stupid person eating a bat or whether it came from a lab which is down the road from the Wuhan province and the wet markets, which is an infestation ground for disease and viruses and sicknesses and illnesses and things like that. So what we have is a country of people whose government don't speak the truth, a country of people who, I'm telling you now, for the majority, dislike Africans. They do not like black people. They don't even like black Chinese, okay? If you are a Chinese person and you work out in the field and you are dark-skinned, even that one, they have no interest in you. But the racism that I have seen against blacks from Chinese is of epic proportion. My own husband is a black man. I have seen them hold their nose when we walk past. I have seen them get off of elevators when we get on. I have seen them frantically hit the close button on an elevator so that the door will close before this man can step on. I have seen them hold their bags and purses as close to themselves as they possibly can because they think as a black man he's going to rob them. We're not going to rob you. We don't need anything you have. These people don't like blacks. They don't like them at all. And there is more than one reason as to why that they are in Africa, okay? They are in Africa not just for your gold, not just for your minerals, not just for these things, okay? By the year 2050, the population of China is going to be so much so that there is not going to be enough room left in China for them. They want your country and they don't want you in it, okay? We are talking about people who hold their nose when you walk past and now they're sending a vaccine. What vaccine? They haven't created a vaccine. No country has created a vaccine yet. There is none. We wake up here every day and we check the news because we want a vaccine. The countries are in a battle around the world to see who will create the first vaccine. There is no vaccine. So whatever the hell they have sent to Africa, I believe Senegal, if I'm correct, whatever they have sent there is not a vaccine for coronavirus. Okay? What vaccine has ever been sent to Africa that did Africa any good? Zero. I'm telling you, none. We gave you HIV. For those who don't believe that, there is a movie. Go and find it. There's a documentary. Okay? The guy in the documentary, his own family also worked for the people that created this HIV virus in a lab and sent it to a vaccination centre where you people were lined up like cattle at a way station to be infected with this. I'm telling you, this thing that has arrived in Africa has already killed 7 children, okay? It is not a vaccine for coronavirus. Ebola came out of Africa. Not one single white man died of Ebola. Any white man that got infected with Ebola was flown out of Africa into a white man's hospital and cured. Did we send any cure to Africa? If there was a vaccine for coronavirus, we'd have it. We'd be saving us. There are thousands of people dying in Italy, America, China, despite the fact that they would have you believe that they've fixed it, because they haven't. It's a load of crap. If there was a vaccine that could save lives against this coronavirus, COVID-19, we'd have it here. It wouldn't be getting sent to Africa, okay? The reason those French doctors, for lack of a better word, or because I don't want to swear, those French morons who sat there and said, let's go and test this thing in Africa, there is a reason that they made those comments. They don't have a vaccine to test, okay? And if they were coming to test it, they wouldn't tell you they were coming to test it. The reason those French clowns made those statements is because France is pissed off that Africa woke up to the continuation of the colonization pact and started pulling their money out of France. That is destroying France, so that is why those comments were made.
All right, that's it. All that said, the reason why I'm airing this is that in the end, I am going to have to read what somebody who calls himself the foreign minister of the zoo of Nigeria, what he said about the Chinese people. Yesterday, I spoke to a friend of mine. He's actually not very well. He's in the hospital right now in China. He's a professor at the University of Beijing. He retired. He's an American citizen, but he's from Enugu State. So I spoke with him yesterday. He said he wanted to discuss with me what is happening. All he said was that what they are doing to people here, the Nigerian people here, by the Chinese, the black people, is reprehensible. That is not something... He's not able to discuss it because right now, like I said, he's in the hospital. Actually, when I called him, he just came out of the intensive care. I don't want to discuss his medical condition, but he's a very good friend of mine. He's a U.S. citizen, and he was a professor at the University of Beijing. Now, he told me he's retired. That, however, the thing didn't get to the area where he was. He's in an exclusive area, and he lives in there. Like he lives almost in the campus, the University of Beijing. He's retired now. I didn't know that. He just told me that he's now retired with his family. He's married to a Chinese woman. He has about 2 kids or 3 kids over there. So I'm still hoping that he gets better. I'm still trying to make a call to him again today to have to discuss with him to know his conditions. I need him to tell me exactly what is going on over there. These people are coming to kill you. All they do is throw money at you. Now they've quickly given, according to them, I saw something on paper this morning that they're giving to 48 million. I don't know whether it's naira or whether it's dollar, whatever it is, this money. They are giving out to the government to help them fight the coronavirus. It's unbelievable. They give you poison and they give you something else, because they believe that this money will solve everything. As soon as you give them money, they will lose their conscience. They will not say anything anymore. The foreign minister is trying to tell us something, so let's listen to her too.
Some people feel that what you're seeing on social media is so obvious and so clear that there's no room for any doubt. But you see, our Nigerian authorities there told me that there are these categories of Nigeria. The Nigerians who have lived there for a long time, 10, 15 years or more, settled there, sometimes married to Chinese, who have their papers. You have a category of those who have lived there for 10, 15 years, but are illegal. You have those who have been there for a very long time, but they don't have Nigerian passports. They've come there on the passport of other countries, nationalities. Then you have those who have just arrived, like the business people who have come to trade and are supposed to be going back. So some of them are living in hotels, especially the business people that have just arrived. Some of the others, had their own houses and so forth. Then you get, things that come in because the Chinese were saying that some of the people were running away from being tested. And some of the Nigerians are also telling us that yes, because their papers, they're illegal, don't have the correct papers and so forth. So they obviously don't want to be subject to that. So we have all these conflicting narratives. But clearly there is a narrative that I think cannot be denied, that that there is a certain treatment of Africans and Nigerians, that are taking place that are reprehensible and unacceptable to us, whatever the circumstances. And as I said the last time I spoke, any situation that smacks of racism is an absolute red line for this government and for us as a people. Now, we have excellent relations with China, and one of the things
because you are owing them money, idiot.
We have been looking out for is to ensure that there is no government state sanction of whatever might be happening. You know, you cannot always control what individual Chinese may or may not do, which is why we engaged with the central government, knowing that they have full authority over the government of Guangdong province. And up to now, as I'm speaking to you, the Chinese government has insisted that they have a zero tolerance, that they have no interest for racism and discrimination, that they have no interest whatsoever in discriminating against Nigerians or any other Africans with whom they have good relations. And as I said to you, the ambassador said, please, let us have names of the individuals, whatever the complaints are, and we will assure you that we will act on that. But our bottom line is that whatever the issues, whatever the measures that need to be taken to contain the virus or to address any issues of illegality, that's fine. But what we will not accept, what is a red line for us, is the discrimination of Nigerians against Nigerians or Africans or blacks or any form of racism. Things like, not denying you access to public facilities and places on the basis of your color. For us, that is a red line, and we cannot accept that. And so I think we've made that clear. The Chinese government has denied that any such thing can take place, and we need to, to see that in action.
Let us stop listening to this idiot, because the other clip that I played is from an American who went to China. I told you I visited somebody 2-3 days ago, and we're talking. He's been to China before. He's a member of my family. He's a business person. He told me, he said, do you know something? I almost got lost at the international airport. He said, when I go to China, that's I'm quoting him, the place is nice, all this light everywhere, and you think you're looking at human beings. These people, you see them, they don't even speak one word of English. You can't even read their signs. It's only some of them that will write their language and then put in something there to make you understand what they're talking about. At the airport, the hotel that he booked the hotel from here, so they gave him an information and everything, and he wrote it down in English. So when he got to the airport, it was like the Uber driver that came to pick him up couldn't read the address. He said he was almost stuck. Was just lucky, by stroke of luck, that he saw an American tourist who actually, speaks a little bit of China. And now they had to go to the counter, to the customer service, where they had to translate. She had to really translate the address into the Chinese language. That's how he was able to get to his location. International airport. He's talking about international. He said when you see the airport, he's comparing it to most of the airports here in the city, in New York or in America that he has been to. He said the airport looks so great and everything, but the people there can't even speak one word of English. They don't care about you. They don't. He noticed the racism, but he wasn't sure if that was actually what it was. They are proving to you that they don't like you. Onyema is going there and opening his mouth because he's foreign minister. These people, from the beginning, you should have known what they are. I've told them they are going to stop this idea. They like telling you they don't like you, they don't want you, we don't want blacks here. And you think by these few days, they are going to change? No, you're a fool. Keep fooling yourself. Biafra is what we're talking about. When we get Biafra, all this nonsense will stop. Don't give us anything, just in our own way. Because they buy you over with this money and you don't have anything, you cannot open up your mouth. They are killing our people there. It didn't start with our people alone. It's every African. Yesterday I read something, somebody even sent it out to me, about the Chinese boat. The Chinese that were convicted for throwing 2 Tanzanians out of their, throwing them into at least a shark-infested river to die. Fortunately, they survived. They made it through, and eventually the people were charged to court. And I see it here. It says Chinese ship captain throws 2 Tanzanians into shark-infested waters. These are the same Chinese people, and they don't care. You see, for them, they've bought over Africa. Look at what they're talking about Jamaica. The Americans said in the couple of years, Jamaica is going to become the first colony for the Chinese people in South America. If we finish now, I go. Let me read this. It says a Chinese ship captain has pleaded guilty to attempted murder after throwing 2 Tanzanians overboard into a shark-infested waters of the Indian Ocean, South Africa. The Chinese captain and the crew say the 2 East Africans were thrown overboard because they were afraid they would contact coronavirus from them. Can you believe this? Both men, 30 years old Hassani Rajabu and 20 years old Amiri Salamu, were given 2 bottles of drinking water and a life jacket before being thrown overboard. According to the New York Post, both men were stowaways who hid in the ship after the ship came from Singapore to Dubai, South Africa. They were discovered by the crew after the ship had pulled out of the harbor and traveled same distance on the ocean, on the Indian Ocean. According to the South African National Prosecuting Agency spokesperson Natasha Kara, who described the incident vividly, the accused became wary of the men and asked them to wear face masks in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. The men refused to wear the face mask. They gave them food and water and put them into a separate room as they did not know their COVID-19 status and feared for the rest of the crew. The 2 men demanded to know the vessel's destination. The crew thereafter assembled a raft made of plywood, plastic drums, and rope, and gave both Tanzanians 2 bottles of water and to the life jacket before throwing them aboard the raft under the supervision of Chinese captain. The men were thrown overboard at the mouth of the Tujela River, a known hotspot for great whites, that is talking about sharks, tiger head, hammerhead tiger, and bull sharks. The 2 of them washed up in the Zanmari beach near Dubai 3 days after the suffering from hunger, hypothermia, and thirst. They were taken to hospital by locals who rescued them from the beach. According to the African Marine Safety Agency, the ship MV Tap Grace was seized when it docked at Richards Bay in KwaZulu, Natal, South Africa, and the Chinese captain was arrested. The captain pleaded guilty and they were fined. Yeah, they collected money from them and let them go. That's good. So who takes the money? Seraga was fined $5,000, while the crew members got a fine of $2,500 each. So are they going to give it to the people that they got rescued? This is funny, but it's not funny. What we are saying, the whole not shedding, what I'm trying to say is that the Chinese people don't like you. You don't have to love them. You don't have to hate them. No. But the decision is all yours. What we are saying is that in Biafra land, please, don't expose yourself to these treatments because you are going to die. There is no doubt about it. They are coming to inject you, and when they inject you, you will die. There are no two ways about it. There are simply no two ways about it. That is the truth. Take care of yourself and stay safe. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We are still taking calls. We'll go start taking calls right now. The number is 646-920-4541. 570-352-8442. +1 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. We're also on Skype. Skype number is 845-283-9665. Call us. Your line is open for you to make your call. But please, when you call, consider that there are other people also trying to get in. So just make your talk, brief your talk, break it down to whatever you want to tell us, and allow others to come in and do their own talking too. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Call us. The lines are open for you to make a call.
Ipob, one family, one family. Ipob, Anagbo, Onere. Ayabanyego at the point of no return. Omanwa koromwe. Yenda nema yobi ojo. Ayige buso haga. Ako wona ji Biafra no gaga lota. Wanne si buji pia de wenanko. Isi ke wona ndai kamma. Kana so desi ayu polisi. Odi ni ji ayu we mere slave. Achito mmadu, achito nama. Mbo fodo, mmadu ga uzi ya nama n'anya. Onye ekwu okwu, asisi wete eke ekwu. We can't continue like this. We have come to restore Biafra or die restoring Biafra. Aga. Ethiopia Dalibara. Ethiopia Dalibara. Ethiopia Dalibara. Ethiopia Dalibara. Ethiopia Dalibara. Umochineka Dalibara. Ethiopia Dalibara. Anige Busofaga.
All right, caller, good morning. Caller on straight line, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. And please tell us if you have tweeted today. We are still tweeting, don't forget.
There man.
There
please allow me to speak in our dialect.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, Afambo Eze Ogechukwu. I'm calling you from Igboch right now. Mazi, achọrọ ka m tinye ọnụ na amaghị m ihe na-emezi Radio Biafra nke Igbocha ọ shut down for so long now. Anyị adịghị enwetazi over long now. So amaghị m.
All right, the FM station, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're still working on it. What you need to do is there are other platforms you can use. All right, you don't have to depend on the FM alone. I'm with so many platforms. Go to Facebook. You go to Radio Biafra. Go to IPOB in USA. We have the old broadcasts. They are all there. So while they are still working, you don't have to stay completely blind without listening because I'm with so many platforms now. All right, they're taking care of it. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you for good work you are doing for us. Then also thank Mazi Kanu for good work he's also doing. May Chukwu Okikaba bless you all, bless him, bless every other person that works for Biafra. Bless us that also standing before you people. Mazi.
Thank you so much. All right, I have another one coming on now. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Tell us if you have tweeted today.
My beloved veteran, good day from Warsaw, Poland. Yeah, I remember I miscount. Okay, for the news, I heard from Omark. Omark is in all province of Biafra land. Mazi, I appreciate our warning. Every other protocol is observed. Yeah, Mazi, in the first place, that is yes. And they don't work on now. This is our work. We are there. Let me tell you what is happening in Twitter this morning, what is happening in Biafra land before I make my comments.
Yes.
Mazi, in River State, task force shot a female officer. This female officer, Biafra, because she tried to resist them while they are trying to destroy our people goods. Goods belong to Biafra and the seat of Igbo more precisely. And this lady was shot down. She's a uniform, she's a police, so her colleagues, they shot her down. This happened this early morning in Obi, in Igbo, where they call River State. It's on Twitter, we are tweeting it.
Okay.
And another one is in our today, this morning again, a young man, police shot him. They just shot him at his mouth, tried to destroy him. The guy is a pool of blood, is in Twitter, we are tweeting it, and then the whole world see it.
Yes.
Mazi, what is paining me every day by day? There's no day that passes by these people don't kill 2 or 3. And the way they are killing us anyway, it's getting out of hand, Mazi. We are on Twitter, we are tweeting, and let the whole world. Onion said it actually. Whatever they are doing, we are here.
Yes.
At the end of the day, victory is ours, and all of them will account for all of them. They must account for all this nonsense they're doing. Mazi, another thing of concern to Biafrans, to me in particular, let every state governor. Onion has said one thing. For now, I get for but let them supply food to our people. Let them come and assist their people and make sure that every border, they close every of our borders. No entry to Biafra land because this idiot, Erufai, is trying to release all those Alamajiris and ship them to East. So let them emanate Iyke. When we say these people don't have our interest, look at Iyke. When you have interest of your people in your mind, you must do everything to protect them, even at this critical period, Mazi. Let them, can they follow Iyke and do one thing for once? For once. What kind of devils are these? Let them guide our borders. Let them guide our borders. The other day it was from Enugu. Police, military people escorted the 3 Chinese that is infected to Ebonyi State, who are under quarantine in the same place I mentioned, Unity Square. So, Mazi, let people do the one they can do. Let them do the one they can do. Let them protect our people. And about this Funani, there's another one that came up this morning, but nobody, we can't, Mazi, we have to, how it goes. It's not authoritative. So Mazi, another thing of importance, you see all the things that is happening, China is doing. Mazi, when did the China get free? 1997. Britain for the hard set or her free. How many years now? Who is this China? I begin to ask. When do they go to this place? Because European and America help them develop their place automatically. And they believe they have arrived. These are monsters.
Thank you.
These are monsters. If they had used that resources and serve Africa, it wouldn't have been like this.
Yes.
So let our African brothers wake up and pay them an eye for an eye. If it is hate speech, we will continue it. Anyway, they treat you people at media, watch it, reciprocate immediately. And our people, please remain safe. Mazi, let it be here. Thank you, Sunday. Okay, for it. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, it's reported also that 150 people died in 3 days I think in Kano, and these people were using this Chinese medicine. That is our concern is Biafra land. Please don't expose your families. Don't let your people, those of us in diaspora, call your families. This is not a joke. Warn them. That are dividing the money, the food to our people in Biafra land. Please add it to your itinerary. When you're giving them these things, explain these things to them. Because you are now having contact with them, so you can now speak to them one-on-one. Tell them. Tell them what to, let them not go, because schools already, parents should stay alert, because that's where they are going to target the next, is to go to schools and see who they are going to kill and who they are not going to kill. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. They have you tweeted today.
My good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. It's Chidera from South Africa, sir.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Mazi, before I continue, there is a clip I sent to you. Please, if it's possible, just go through it. Then you see if it makes sense so that you can maybe.
Where did you send? Where? What platform did you send it?
On that particular number I'm calling, sir.
Okay.
Yes. You check it, please, sir. It looks important. It's concerning Aisha. So
okay.
We'll see. Maybe yeah.
I will look at it.
Thank you, sir. Mazi, you spoke about Onyama,
yes,
the foreign minister.
Yes.
The problem that in number one, that's why I ask those who call themselves the wise man from the East, they are not coming out. The entire criminals are now come out to represent the Easterners, and they are making the entire East to look like as if they are fools. Then the one that came out to single-handed the one-man squad, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are now trying to use one media and decide maybe try to. They first used gun, they didn't succeed. Now they're using all kinds of prostitute in the form of woman. I'm sorry, I have a wife and I have a mother, but some women does not deserve, because if you know you're a mother, you should say certain things you will not come out to say. Then that is by the way. This man that called himself Onyama, he said that we have made it clear to the Chinese government equivocally that under no circumstances will we accept any racial discrimination against Nigeria or indeed Africa or black in China. That is his in Channel TV online. Yeah. If he said this, when is he recalling Nigerian ambassador? Is it that because they will claim that social media is fake?
Yes.
They went there. I'm not sure he's ambassador, but one of their commissioner have went there, and he saw them collecting passport, and he telling them you have no right to seize a Nigerian passport. You belong to federal government.
Yes.
Now there is a lot of evidence. He saw even Americans taking food to our citizens there, the Africans, blacks that is there.
Yes.
In this case now, there is a certain time, there is a certain problem. You remember the time of Geopolitical within this country, South Africa. They talk about, I'm not sure the number, but it's over 180 people in one plane and a senator inside that plane. They arrive in Johannesburg and they deport them back because of yellow fever issue. In National Assembly, Mike Peters, they didn't allow us to hear anything. It will be raised every day, just because one monkey is in that plane in the name of politician. The reason why they immediately raised issue in the parliament, they retaliated immediately and deport more, about over 200. I'm not sure the number, but it's more than what the South Africa deported. Immediately there is that kind of inter-exchange between the ambassador here and the ambassador in Abuja. It was called and they sorted it out. During the time of xenophobia, the one happened last year, you remember, even the Jubilee himself came here. Even though we know that it's the business he came to do, because we are there in the Union building, he refused to come out. He fell on the ground and run away. He did not come out in normal place to address the people. Now, this man is saying that they won't take any discrimination. How far can you go with a foreign country before you can save your citizen? You saw what they're doing. You saw a pregnant woman was the right, whether it's a Biafra or not, whether it's a Nigeria or not. You saw what is going on. You saw a Nigeria making videos, speaking your own dialect. If an Amajiri is Janjaweed could not understand, you as a Biafra man understand that this particular guy is speaking, you know where he's coming from. Why is it that they are not calling the ambassador? They said that on Tuesday, I think 2 weeks ago, that ambassador will give them feedback. There is no feedback. When are they suspending the two ambassadors? Take action. How far can you go? When is that? Another thing is this particular media. Journalists call themselves, those brown fellow people, Gotham media, as our leaders say. Why is this journalist interview him, putting mic on his phone, not asking him, have you asked China, what are they doing with all kinds of blood they're collecting from people? If you want to do a test, why drawing it like a person drawing located boast? Why is it taught at such draw? Why is that person not posing a question to a minister? When they see them like this, it's like they have seen God. But if you go to Channel TV, you go to NT, they will quick to report Trump. They will quick to report Joe Biden. They will go into detail. But their own minister, they will not do anything. Why is they taking, you can see them soaking blood, taking your citizens outside, deprive them, even the food. You can see evidence upon evidence, but you only come to say we will not take it. What case you not take? What action are you taking to what they have done? Is very disturbing, because people would believe because you went our foreign people, they make deal. You have lost sense of whom I can't even reason anymore. No sympathy for anybody. You see clearly this what the Chinese are doing to their citizens. And you're not taking the rest countries are taking some few, even though it's not no president. But this country, immediately they take their citizens back. And I think they have gone for the second turn. They're busy bringing. This country was bad, but the citizens are coming up from everywhere, bringing them here. And when they come, they quarantine them, treat them. President even speak the day they will release them. It's like a very big ceremony. But look at the person they keep there, and you not do anything. 150 people are killed in their country. He's not speaking, but these are the person ECOWAS is appointing to be a representative of the conflict, whatever. It's very heartening, Mazi Ipob. Sometimes when you look at the people, it's very painful. IPOB, our leader, by God's grace, on 26, which is on Sunday, we are targeting 40,000.
Yes.
Make sure you go to Facebook. 40,000 is the target, and we must achieve it. We are now sitting, everybody is at home. Start now preparing how to get a data.
Yes.
40,000. If we see that, is fine. Forget those idiots that are reducing his number. The other day is about 20,000. When all of us come in, they'll find difficult. But when you are clicking, the other will be coming one that is easy for them to reduce. But when you bombard them, they won't shut us down.
Yes.
So 40,000 is the target. Let's break the record. Let's do something for our leader. Let them know, because it's the problem that our people they seem to spend money in things, but they want Biafra as of yesterday.
Yeah.
Announcement will be made. Tweet, no. Call somebody, have you tweeted? No. What do you do? First thing, at least you got a phone in your hand. It's not like it's a computer that is in office.
Yes.
This is the only thing you have in your hand. Just go to first thing you do. Go to our leaders page. Tweet. It's very information. Like now, I have tweeted so many things. Just do it. Let's keep this man motivated. Because the first thing you get, whether worry or don't, he's going to die first. And hope if you now complain, he will listen to you because I've greeted him. Mas, God bless you, sir.
They will. Thank you very much. All right. When we talk about leadership, we don't have them. The late Buhari, let me use him as an example. Forget about these things that they are sullying his name. There are things that he was doing in those days. I remember the Umaru Jiko's time in 1983. The British government did something, and he seized the British airline plane and won't let it. He grounded it in Nigeria. It's not going anywhere. If you release our plane, we'll release our own. He's tit for tat. Not there come and stand and give us political statement that makes no sense. Trying to defend yourself. First of all, it was that nothing was happening, but now, all of a sudden, because the whole world, thanks to the media anyway, the whole world is saying the same thing, talking about it. Now it has become something. And then all of you are now clamoring left to right and center. Let me take a call. I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Peter, good morning.
Welcome
good
to the program.
Good evening. Yeah, I'm Mazi Peter. I remember Mazi Ezogadema calling you from Rapture in Iguacha province. Mechuko Kikabiama bless you, Mazi Peter. Embrace our spirit, yes, in the world. Embrace our spring leader, Mazi Namen Okukano, and his deputy, Mazi Choka from Ofo, and our head of directorate of state, Mazi Chike Doziem, and our head of finance, Madam Nanya, and our African rep, Mazi George Onyibe, and the all principal officers who are working assiduously to make sure that total restoration of Biafra will come to reality. I remember this Ogadema from Onichibes in Abakriti province. Lechuko Kikabiama bless you people. You people are doing a marvelous job for us. And the Chuko Kikabiama have here our class. Very soon, as our leader said, we must go home. And the Chuko Kikabiama has signed it. Nobody, no man on earth will stop us not to go home. Because the hand of Chuko Kikabiama is with us. And anybody that is wishing our director death, that person must die. And nothing will make that person, he will not die, or she or he will die. Any person that is wishing us death or wishing our leader death, that person must lower inside the grave. And they will tell our people to remain resolute. No matter what happening in this time around, remain resolute. Biafra is already come. Anything that our leader said is the truth that our leader said in our platform. In everything he said, it's almost come to reality. All of them are come to fulfillment. Like you see what the zoo, he said after the zoo, after these 2 weeks, they add for this COVID-19 complete. Then we add another 2 weeks. This one now, from yesterday, they have added another 2 weeks to make it to nobody to come out, even to come out to go anywhere, even though transportation, anything, because our leader has said this, and they use that media, that opportunity to stop 5G network. But Chuko Kikadiama, we post all of them. As all the cabals, they're planning evil against our people, they must go, they cannot go unpunished. Chuko Kikadiama will fight against them. And the nemesis must follow them. What we suffer, they will suffer at the same time.
Yes.
Thank you, Mazi, Peter. Yes, we commend you people. I stand up here in Iguata province. I remember Zezogadema calling you from Iguata. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Ezogadema. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here, 646-920-4541. 570-352-8442. That's the WhatsApp line. 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. We're also on Skype on 845-283-9665. The line is still open for you to make your calls, and please, whenever you call, make sure that you spend less time so that other people will have time. Tell us your name when you call and where you're calling from. Let me take the principal officer's line this time. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Have you tweeted today?
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Mazi, my name is Mike Israel. I'm calling from Odogwash, Israel. Okay. I want to thank our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and every IPOB and every Biafran working towards to restore Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect all of you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abịama.
You say?
Mazi, Otamno, Abram the other day, this Zoo network we are using here, I caught because can no Lubai.
Go ahead, sir.
Mazi, because Otamno here, some things in this area, this even not wonderful from Odogwa. Mazi, even nearly him no, upon only most of our people, they are deaf, they are blind. Mazi nkene wutam wubuti emase enwendi nwecha radio no and common itu to that radio Biafra ka ha gere ihe ga-enye ha ndụ. Mazi, they are not listening. Mazi, some of these people no enwere most of people no in Biafra land wo ndị China kwesịrị retreat with them ka ha mara ihe a na-akọ, because ha amaghị ihe a na-akọ. Ha just no na-akparị. Ụfọdụ gwa ha ebe a ha nwere redio oke etu n'otu redio Biafra ka ị na-ege ihe mba ndị IPOB ndị Biafra ha jebe ha nwawu ndị echie na ha wụ ndị Biafra. I'm asking them, if you say you are not a Biafra, you say you are not an Igbo man, then who are you? Ihe na-asọ wụ Igbo ka ị na-asọ. That's what I ask them. Ihe m na-asụ ị na-anụ ya, what you are saying, I'm hearing it. Nke wụ na isi na iwu onye Biafra iwu onye Igbo. Okay, so mgbe Biafra bịara, and you people will go back to zoo where you remain. Mazi, what I'm trying to say is that most of the people, so many of them in this place where I am, China need to treat with them so that ha ga-ama ihe ha na-akọ. How the saboteurs no handling too much. On handling too much. And I want to talk to Yoruba people. Yoruba people, listen. What our leader, Mazi Nandekalo, want to do for you people is to bring you out of the bondage of the damnable zoologic republic where you are in. And we IPOB and Mazi Nandekalo is not telling you people to come and help us to get Biafra because Biafra is already here. What we want to tell you, the Yorubas, rise up now and join us before it's too late because the train is moving. If you people are there, this train leaves you right now, you are in a very big mess because our leader says if you people remain there, didn't join us, you people are doomed. Yorubas, you are doomed. So rise up now. Rise up now and join this moving train. Mazi, I also want to thank you. You are doing a good job. And I also want to thank everybody working assiduously to restore Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abịama give you people long health. You say?
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. Tell us. The number is 646-920-4541, 570-351-8442, 929-406-9953. We are still on Skype also, 845-283-9665. Call us. The line is still open for you to make your calls. I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi. I Peter. Bless you. Bless the whole principal officers of IPOB. Bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the savior of our time. My name is Chinemerem Obiuku. I am from Abaje in Wangal local government in Imo State, Biafra land. Mazi Biafra is here. No matter whatever they are doing, no matter their conspiracy, no matter their councils, go to China's councils, go to the people call themselves the World Power Councils, no one can challenge the Most High God. No. Yes, because God is involved. Chukwu Okike Abịama is involved in Biafra restoration. Therefore, all of them will fall. Mazi, let me tell our people here, Chinese are here in Anambra State trying to give people Indomie. Yes, Indomie. Our leader commented about it our last broadcast. That is true. And we are warning our people here, avoid anything concerning China products here. We do not welcome China in our land, Biafra land. Nigeria may welcome China, but we do not welcome China. Please, our men, our young men, sisters and brothers, anywhere you see a Chinese man in Biafra land, yeah, alert, please, alert. I'm a Yaneme, please. But whatever they are trying to do, Chukwu Kadama is going to expose them. And they want to send this seat at home another 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, they want to send it another 2 weeks to learn the 5G network. We are waiting for them. This time around, it will not go well with them. This time around, they are going to see that hellfire that they are planning. This time around, because we IPOP, we are peaceful people. But Mazi, I'm going out there with the whatever these Southeast governors are doing, our director now have given them. Now it's the time for them to make some mistakes they have made. But some of them are still playing blind politics. But man, Biafra is here. Maz Peter, may Elohim bless you. But we are going to wait them for that their plan and the 5G network. We are here to monitor them, and nobody can come in Biafra land and put rubbish in our Biafra land, no matter what. And I say any governor that's now get back for Obodo, so now back and coronavirus will be there now in our Biafra land. It's going to enter in history, the village, the town, the family of the person. Biafra is coming. Try and rubbish your name. God bless you.
There well. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here. 646-920-4541, 572-8442. That's the WhatsApp line. And 929-406-9953. It's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. 845-283-9665. That's the Skype line. I'll take a call this time from call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm good, sir. Good afternoon.
There we
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Pastor Jack, and I'm calling from Lagos as usual. And before you ask if I have tweeted, of course I have tweeted. I think our leader followers today is about 112,000 plus. So it's our work with tweeting every day. So more people should go there for you to understand the real handle of our leader. You see about 112,000 followers. So if any other one you see there that is below this number is a fake account. It's only one account. So that is that for that. You see, like our leader said in the previous broadcast, China has come to take over Nigeria's seat of power, but they can never encroach into Biafra land because we will not allow them. Now, what you see happening today is an orchestrated attempt by these same globalists to take over the world. The virus is a created virus. It is true. It's not it's a created scenario in order to shut the world. Do you see? Now, if you watch very well, you will see that what Bill Gates proposed, that we should sit at home for three to 4 months. If you watch, these people have this singular agenda. After their 2 weeks will elapse, they will put another 2 weeks, or they will put 1 week, and they will continue that way until they achieve their desire. And what is their desire? To forcefully vaccinate everybody on the surface of the earth, thereby implanting their chiefs in order to get their hidden agenda, but God will not allow them. Now, having said that, Chinese for the first time now is funding World Health Organization. Don't you see that this is orchestrated attempt? This thing has been pre-planned before now because they know that somebody like Donald Trump is going to withdraw his support, or American support, towards World Health Organization. Therefore, they have prepared. Of course, a few weeks ago, Bill Gates also donated millions of dollars to that same World Health Organization. That is why they will come out to tell you probability without having a real research result to give to us. They cannot give you any particular solution. Rather, they will tell you that you should not call the virus Chinese virus. Of course, everybody knows it's a Chinese virus because China created the virus, even though some globalists from the United States of America funded that same laboratory where they made this virus. But God will expose all of them because nobody will bring the world to come to an end except God. He who created the heaven and earth, he will say when he's going to end. Although nobody will stop them, but until God say, this is the time you can achieve what you wanted to do. Now, having said that, our people, I want us to understand that yes, this virus, in as much as it was created, is also real. It's killing people. So our main objective of asking you to be indoor and be careful wasn't that it wasn't real. It was real. It has been created, of course. But our people must have to be careful. You saw what's happening in Kanu when they told you more than 150 people died. Like our leader said, you know, it's about 500 people that have died.
Yeah.
And that was because they can never observe the social distance. The father of Modu Sharif in Borno State that died, they buried him on 23rd. You see the crowd, how they gather themselves again. They don't observe social distance. So when this virus will be hitting them, they will die in numbers. So stay indoors. And if you are having 3 cups of Gary, your nearby neighbor is not having anything, please share with your nearby neighbor. We want all of you to be alive and enter into Biafra land. It is very, very important. So we don't want any of you to die, and that is why the leadership of IPOB is doing all it can to make sure they give us support in any way they can. And that same way, I also lend my voice to encourage any of our brethren, wherever you are, and if you feel what our people are passing through, please he can come and support through the channel of indigenous people of Biafra, so that this thing will get to the people he ought to get to. And having said that, we will continue to tweet, not only tweeting, we will continue to be resolute. Because as it is now, there is nobody in Aso Rock. I've been tweeting it since that where is VP Osibajo? I've been tweeting that, asking that question, and all the fake Nigerian media have been attacking them that you don't report the truth. All you report is fake, and they collect money, you write rubbish. You cannot investigate. You are not asking where is Jubri, what is that hole in his neck, where is VP? You can't answer this question, but you come on Twitter and all that, you are writing trashes, and you call yourself media house and journalists. It is barbaric and evil. So we must continue to hit them at every angle. We will not let them rest. We will not let them drink water. At every front we see them, we will continue to socially, psychologically, all angle and attack them until everything will completely collapse. That oil, I think, palm oil now, a keg of palm oil is more costlier than that their 1 barrel. Did you see? Even a Ragolis water, ordinary Ragolis water is costlier than that your 1 barrel of oil. You say that oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa, maybe the one in my backyard belongs to Katsina, but in the end, this zoo must completely collapse. It doesn't matter how you people borrow money. China have lent you another money in order to, because they know Nigeria can never pay off that money.
No.
They can never. Therefore, because of that, China will take a sizable thing that belongs to the contraction. But China, hear you, he cannot encroach in Biafra. If your target is Biafra, we will chase you, and anything you want, Biafra will give you. Nobody will take that land God has given to us. It is our land, and we will inherit it. Thank you very much, Mazi Peter.
Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are still taking another call. This time, caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, that call just dropped. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. We're also on Skype. Skype number is 845-283-9665. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi Peter.
Welcome to the program.
And this is Mazi Raf Ndikom, calling from Moscow, Russia Federation. I came from Omaka in Olo Province, Biafra land. I served the indigenous people of Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. Mazi, may God bless you abundantly for your devotion to serve your fatherland. Actually, since this program started, I've been following it, and a lot of contributions from family members. Actually, what is happening in our land is really alarming, because the wicked one, the enemy, Fulani Caliphate, their ambition is to destroy Biafrans. But Chukokebama is really making their poison hand to enter into their mouth.
Yes.
Actually, it's a pity that innocent Alamajiris are the people that are suffering the whole thing. They are wicked leaders using them to do sacrifice. But upon all this time, they are without remorse or no regret. They are still hardening their hearts, even come on to bring out money to build centers where they can be able to use as temporary hospitals, and they cannot, because the money they have carried, and the oil money is no more flowing. Oil is no more flowing. So Nigeria is gone and gone forever. It's only fools that are still hoping that Nigeria will get better. But we Biafrans, we are 7 steps ahead of them. Actually, our family members in Biafra land, I'm happy that they are at alert, because from the callers, the people that call from there, really, especially the last caller, really, I'm happy that our people are at alert. Any governor, any state that faced the record this coronavirus
virus,
free
yeah.
virus So that particular state can never, that is the governor there will pay the price. The governor there, let them continue taking money from China, from everywhere. We are there, our people are there on that is watching the whole thing. Any governor or even the traditional rulers, let them combine and collect money. They will not live to pay to eat that money, because I can't see the reason why that people will love money more than their own life, more than the life of their children, more than the life of their family. You get money that you cannot eat. What gain? What do you have? What did you get from it? So, fellow Biafrans, as so we are almost there. So we should not relent. Especially this time around, our money is needed. Many Biafrans, many of us that have money, that are there waiting when for we burn it down. Bring out that money when as the money is still under your control. Because very soon they will burn their business. You will lose everything. So you better bring out that money now, support what we are doing, so that we can liberate our land. When we liberate our land, money will not be a problem. Business, you do it as long that is how we want it. If you want that is any level you want it, you can be able to build it.
Thank you
very much. This is the time. Yes. So I want to say my true bless our leader Mazi and all the leaders of IPOB worldwide. I'm signing off for here.
There we go. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have to take a very short break and I'll be back with you. This is Radio Biafra. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
Don Prince Victor Ipob mmadụ anyị abịago Biafra deje nnọọ ọbịa ije freedom na udo ka anyị na-arịọ anyị achọrọ ihe mkpofu ọbara n'elu anyị bụ ndị Biafra bụ ndị ji udo na-aga maka ịlụ ọma ka ejuna ji aga n'elu ọ ga-adịkwara anyị na mma Omo Biafra jekene Biafra natako Igbo nwe mmadụ no Igbo nwe mmadụ natako Omo Biafra de Biafra natako no Igbo nwe mmadụ natako Eji megwu mekene tifu nna ndị Kanu Odogwu ga-adịrị mma onye eze na ọdụgoro dị mma ọkwa ndị solo gili n'ụwa akọlọgo ogili lata ọkwa osisi bolotolo emeresego n'ụmakwere ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo ọdụrụ na-egbe mma ọkwa ogogo onye arụ a na-achụ anya ọsọ otu ekwensị eliko nni ọ ga-ejikwe n'ogologo ngaji dike kani gị bụ na London dike kani gị bụ na Israel dike kani gị bụ na Russia Iyke kani kibu na India Iyke kani kibu na Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Iyke kani kibu na Biafra Nzogbu enyi mba enyi Nzogbu enyi mba enyi Anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo enyi mba enyi Nzogbu enyi mba enyi Ụmụ Igbo niile dekene Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ Ewo ọ dịworo anyị Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako Onye wele nke sisa nye n'osisa le Onye wele nke chukwu nye n'chukwu okike obiọma Onye give God what belongs to him and give Caesar what belongs to him. As we seek for peace and humanity, it's not at all for vanity. There are once people that's killing each other. I wonder why my brother. I'm forgetting the men. I'm forgetting the men. Nzogbu enyi mba enyi Nzọgbu 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 enyi mba enyi. Nzọgbu nzọgbu enyi enyi mba enyi. Nsogbu ndị ile anyị na-enyi enyi mba enyi. Fellow, let my people go. Biafra natako. Let my people, let my people. Igbo when mother natako.
All right, I'm back again. I'm back on seat. Let me take a call this time. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Tell us if you've tweeted today. Or did the line went off? I don't know what happened. It just dropped. All right, we're still taking calls. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, 929-406-9953, and we are also on Skype, 845-283-9665. We're still taking calls. Call us. The lines are open. I'm back on seat. I have a few more calls to take before I call it a day. Let's see. Another call coming in on the Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Tell us if you have tweeted today.
Good morning, Auntie.
Welcome to the program.
No. Yeah, well, my name is Chukwuemmanuel. I'm a native of Ishago, Ebonyi State, Biafra. I greet our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I greet all IPOB leaders for their effort to restore Biafra. When I hear that some people, when you tell them about Biafra, they will start saying one thing or the other. I wonder how people behave like animal. If anybody is still hoping for one Nigeria today, the person is not supposed to call a human being. Because some people are walking like a human being, but when you tested them inside, you see that they are behaving like animal living in the bush. And that is why Nigeria was how it is. Because they love lying, and Nigeria is made of liars. That is why they have information minister, Liar Mohammed. For some time now, I have not heard for what the man is saying, because he is the foundation of lying in one Nigeria. So I wonder how somebody is still looking for a dead country like Nigeria. Nigeria have come and gone. It is left for anybody who can reason as a human being to know that the only thing out is to separate Nigeria. Forget whatever the Yoruba are doing, because the Yoruba are the key of what is happening in Nigeria. They are not ready to go forward. They are not ready to allow another person to cross. That is their business. I know it is not all of them. It's this Tinubu group are doing all this. But my promise to Tinubu is that Tinubu will not see president of Nigeria. If Tinubu will reason as a human being, he will understand. For somebody to say he's the president of Nigeria is just like say somebody is going to take poison and die. Then what are you going to get? The Bible says, what shall you profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What is it going to benefit you to be a president of Nigeria and die? Those money you are packing, who is going to chop the money after you have died? People are not reasoning as a human being. People are interested of money than of their life. And that is what is happening in Nigeria. The Yoruba have never seen anything wrong from Fulanis. That Fulanis are taking the whole place in Nigeria as their father's estate, which they comment, which they are working towards for many years today. They are more interested to challenge our leader who came up to save everybody from slave and death. Sometimes when I reason, see how people are reasoning, I can't understand. Our leader comes to save everybody from slave or completely slave in the hand of Fulanis. How can you use illiterate people to be leading the educated one? And those people call themselves educated one cannot even come up and say the truth and liberate themselves from bondage of slavery. What a useless country. What a useless country. What a useless country called Nigeria. Thank you very much, Maza.
There, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here. Call us. The line is still open for you to make your calls. 646-920-4541-570-352-8442. That's the line for the principal officers, and the ladies is 92940699953. This is Radio Biafra. We are still taking calls. Call us.
The supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is Iyke, Mazi Kanu. One cannot be two. Sunlight production. Show face on the microphone. Shalom Israel. Shalom Muchineke. We are getting there. It's a matter of time. Shalom. Song. You know me say I go say my right for you, Nigeria. Song. You know me say I don't know myself again. Yeah. The love I have for Biafra has taken over my heart. It's burning like fire. Biafra is my heart desire. I want her like Messiah. Nnamdi Kanu is Messiah. My love, oh. I'm ready to do anything for you, my love. Jai. I'm ready to do everything for you, my love. Jay. I will make you my ganta. I will make you my cashier. Just be patient, my love, oh. Oh, oh. Be patient, my love, oh. Be patient, my dear. Be patient, never relent, oh. Just remain resolute, yo. Biafra de come, I want to go full, I go package for you, yeah. Go manage again, be patient, my love. Biafra is the hope, be patient, never relent. Biafra is the hope, Biafra de come, I want to go full, go package forever, go manage again.
All right, caller. Good morning, caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good morning, my Peter.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning, my dear soldier. My name is Kinsilo Zulubu. I'm calling you from Morocco. Madike, I'm always thanking you, my deputy, every principal officer. Africans, wake up. Africans, wake up. This is time. This is time. What Chinese are going to do to us in Africa is unbearable. And the next Third World War is at hand. All of you got to be prepared. Chinese now I want to control Africa. And if they control Africa, that is the end of United States of America as a world power. That is what we are going to understand. Black race, you have to wake up. You see, my brother, today they give that World Health Organization mandate to resign, or that place he come from, Ethiopia, will burn to the ashes. The Punch Africans, they are doing it. Master Peter, do you know what these people are doing? The Chinese now are spreading the virus. They arrest them in Uganda for them going to Congo. Now, what you want to the next news, breaking news now is that Uganda must remain as lockdown till December 2020. Why? Because they are arresting Chinese that crossing. Though they are not even respecting the quarantine, they don't go anywhere. They arrest them. Now these Chinese people pumping money to the World Health Organization to control and to shut up our mouth. We will not shut our mouth. I want to tell Black Americans and Trump, honestly speaking, Mississippi is the backbone of your nation. Same, Black is the backup of your world power. Now, what is going on? A lot of people are dying in the U.S., mainly are Black. Why? Because of what? The coronavirus affects all those ones that take crack, hard drug. If you are a hard drug taker, immediately this touch you, you will never survive, or you end up in ventilation. And you don't have money to put you. Only the white people who have money, they are going to reserve in ventilation. The poor Blacks are going to die. But I want to tell America, that is not the way.
Hello? Oh, your line is, I don't know. All right. Thank you so much. All right, let's take another one. Caller on a straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Uncle Ike, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Your only begotten son, Onyemuchechuku, alias the urchins of the century. Sir, I remain resolute to this platform. I do not intend to retreat, never intending to turn out from the faith that have built it in this struggle. Sir, I love you all.
Very well.
Sir, I called in to tell us something. You know, a good lecturer or a professor, like in my own perspective school of thought, is one who at every given interval of his lectures allows a room for a comic relief. Now, you may ask, how am I asking this or saying this? Something played out 2 days ago. There is this Ogoni man who came to a place where we seated and was conversing. And when he came in, the first thing he said to us is that, this idiot, don't start again. I said, sir, good morning, sir. He said, no. Keep your good morning. I said, sir, we are not discussing anything than this fellow that have died. He said, who is the person? We now told him that Abakari is dead. Do you know what he did?
Yes.
He frowned his face and crossed his two hands and said, God forbid bad things. Immediately, I looked at my fellow friend and all of us began to laugh. And he said, why are we laughing? I said, do you know that you are the worst stupid man on earth? That the first son of King Sarowiwa died. He did not feel bad and did this gesture you disposed to us.
Yes.
But what he did is to listen that Abakari have given up and you begin to feel bad. It means there is something wrong in your brain.
Yes.
Your fellow brother from the same Ogoni land died. He did not feel bad. Now you are feeling because of the terrorist, a pedophile that died. It means something is wrong with you. Immediately he now regained himself. He said, but it's true. I said, no, it's a lie, not be true. So why I'm saying this is that sometimes it's good to laugh at these people because they don't know their left from their right. And on a very good day, they will use their hand and rise up to this revolution that we are talking about. So you people are doing a wonderful work.
Oh, thank
the
you.
game is over. Like in the book of Shakespeare, you said the deed is done.
Yes.
You understand? The deed is done, and we have conquered. There is no way the enemy will not bow to Biafra. Or must help Biafra. Or capital MOUST must help Biafra.
Yes.
One family, sir. Thank you so much. I love you from here.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. I think I can take one more call before I call it today. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, and 1-929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. Call us here. The line is still very much open for you. And in a few minutes, just one last call and call it a day. Like we're saying, I've been saying before over and over and over, stay away and stay safe. Do not go get yourself involved with the Chinese medicine because it's going to kill you. They are not coming here to heal you. They're throwing their money around. They create a virus and they're trying to fight it over with themselves and kill more people. All right, the last call for today. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Ike Peters. My name is Ben Okafor, calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your work and your dedication. My brother, there's always there's an Igbo adage that says if a child is crying and constantly pointing at a particular place, if the mother is not there, the father is there.
Yeah.
Our Onyendu has been telling us about the Yorubas, that they are the cog in the wheel of bringing the zoo down. And I'm beginning to believe it. Why I'm beginning to believe it is that Yorubas are not being honest. I have to tell you this truth. Abakari died, and then a lot of things came up. And I don't know if people paid particular attention to that. FFK sent a very heartwarming, sympathetic message to the family of Abakari. In other words, they were family friends. The same goes with Geoffrey Onyama, the so-called foreign minister. I saw a picture of him and Abakari when they were young, going to school, so they were bosom friends. In other words, the point I'm making is very clear. If these two individuals, one occupying the post of a foreign minister, he was made a foreign minister because he has connection with Abakari. And FFK, Femi Kayode, whom we respect, knows about this man as a family friend. And he saw this particular man championing the killing and the maiming of Nigerians. They never used their influence to tell him, Mr. Man, what are you doing? Why are you killing people? This guy is the brain behind the massacring of people, the killing of people, the sacking of people in their places, the Mieti Allah support and all these things. And these two individuals have access to this guy. They never try to tell him, look, what you are doing is wrong. What are you doing? Are you smoking something or what? They never, there is no way they tried to use his influence until he died. Then the truth started coming out.
Yeah.
There was also a Yoruba man who wrote something and said that how FFK betrayed them. So the point I'm making is very clear. Yorubas have to come clean. This two-edged sword mentality has to go. They have to come out and then tell us where they stand, because there's no way the Fulanis or the northern part of Nigeria can be able to stand or function if the Yoruba, which is the West, should support what the Eastern region is doing.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother. That's the only point I want to make here. And then, God bless you, man.
God bless you too. This is Radio Biafra, USA too.
White to the white. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
All right, with this, I will come to the end of today's program, where all I need to tell you before I go is that you should stay safe. Do not go and expose yourself to this Chinese whatever. The lines are closed. I can't take any more calls. I can see some people are still trying to call. Fortunately, you have to stay tuned because Mazi Alozie is coming in. I have to go. It's time to go. So tomorrow is another day we're going to be together. Still got to talk about issues that concerns us. I will keep going and going and going. Unfortunately, there's... Okay, I have about 5 minutes to go on this program, so let me just oblige one more call because let me take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, you gotta rush it. because I don't have time.
Okay, thank you. My name is Chidebele Chukudile. I'm calling you right now from state of Liberia, the capital state of Liberia.
Okay.
I'm from Ogwanocha. Ogwanocha is in Obalu. Obalu is in Anambra, Biafra province. My brother, I have no much to tell you, only to tell you that the book of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2017, he says, I will destroy Nigeria with nothing but truth. Yes. And today, the zoo called Nigeria is nowhere to be found. They are running helter-skelter to make sure to find where they will hide themselves. But my leader told them that there is no hiding place for them.
Yes.
And we strongly believe that. So, my brother, that is what I have. And I must tell you, thank you for what you are doing for indigenous people of Biafra. And the work we are doing upon your age, you want to keep a place for your children and your born children.
Yes.
My brother, keep it on.
Thank you, sir.
Please, those people who thinking that we are joking, we will leave them because IPOB is not for everybody. Those who will bring problem into this IPOB, you don't need them. So keep it on, my brother, and until the day all of us meet in Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is it. I'm not going to go any further. Let me just go and say, I just want you to keep safe. Chinese people are not your friends. There's no doubt about it. I didn't say it. They have proved it themselves. So, skeptical. As no the zoo doesn't know what they're doing. The Chinese, the death of the man in Asorok, the camouflaged man. Somebody sent me something this morning that it came in very late because I have to really listen to it. That the man in Asorok now, the one that can speak like Buhari is in Cuba. And the one in Asorok cannot speak like Buhari, so they are in double jeopardy. However, the point is that as Biafra is here. Biafra is our home, and we are going home. This year we are going home, and God knows. After coronavirus, we shall see what will happen. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll be with you, God's willing, tomorrow at the same time. Stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi Alozie is getting to take the podium. From me to you, it's goodbye.